rail link connecting Hong Kong and the mainland was opened this September.
As a citizen in Hong Kong, we all want to know that how the co-location arrangement works in this newly built infrastructure. Therefore, we came up with the idea of building a Lego model to demonstrate the procedure for passing through the custom for both mainland and Hong Kong.
Firstly, let's take a look at the route of a person traveling from Hong Kong to the mainland. After getting his tickets at the ticket hall, he'll go down this escalator to the departure level. He'll first need to go through Hong Kong departure clearance through this gate, and then enter the mainland port area where he'll need to go through mainland arrival clearance. Finally, he'll enter the platform level and take his train to the mainland.
And for the passenger from China who want to come to Hong Kong, first they need to head to B2, which is the arrival level. And then they will leave the mainland port area through the mainland departure clearance, and then enter Hong Kong port area through the Hong Kong arrival.
This is a European Lego street. We have learned about circuits, electricity in physics lesson, and we use these theories to revitalize this street. We collected electrical wires, soldered motors, resistors, and LED lights of different colors into this street, adding life and colors to it. As you can see, there are rotating doors, escalators, and fans in this street. These are all our schoolmates' invention. To make it more complete, we even 3D printed a road to add into this street.
Programming is a very important part of the Enrich IT program. It helps us enhance our logical thinking and problem-solving skills. This time, we made use of the Mindstorm's EV3. Why? Because we all believe that we can be inventors and create our own electronic appliances. In the following, our schoolmates will show you their work. This is a washing and drying machine. You can see here that there's a sensor which will detect every time you put a piece of clothing on it, just like this. Then the washing basin here will start spinning so that all the water would come out. And at the same time, you can see here that there's a fan that's blow drying the clothes. Using the fan, you don't have to use any other kind of extra heating system, so that it will lessen the problem of global warming. Thus, it won't only be environmentally friendly, but it will also be more efficient to wash and dry your clothes.
Window cleaning manually is extremely dangerous and is time-consuming. With the vision of improving people's quality of life, we have created this window cleaner. This window cleaner can immediately start its work by simply pressing a button. The ultra sensor here prevents it from hitting the wall. Inventing robots is never easy. However, with teamwork, creativity, and imagination, we were able to create our very own robots. We hope that this project can help improve people's lives and help spread the message that technology improves people's lives.
This is a rubbish compressor made by our students. Here you can see that there's a motor that connects to this plate, which is used to compress the rubbish. To add more convenience, here there's a sensor which will detect every time when you want to throw some rubbish, like this. Then the plate will help compress the rubbish for you. This is in light of the municipal solid waste charging scheme. And using this rubbish compressor, you can maximize the amount of rubbish you can fit into, say, a plastic bag.
After a long day of tiring work and stress, a stress-relieving and relaxing massage is the best thing to do to diminish all those negativities. Therefore, we created a massaging chair. The chair is built using Legos, and the tires are used for massaging effect. They are connected to the motor. When pressure is sensed by the sensors, the motors will be turned on and the tires will rotate, stimulating a massaging effect. Through this project, we hope to give others a sense of warmth and comfort.
This is a remote curtain which is controlled by a light sensor to be opened and closed automatically. The light sensor will detect the light intensity of the room. We have set a certain values for light intensity reference so that when there is a change in light intensity, for example, when the rooms get darker, and the light intensity will drop below the values, the curtains will be opened automatically. The same happens when the room becomes bright again. The increase in light intensity will be above the values and the curtain will be opened again automatically.
This is my candy crawler. When you insert the coin into the machine, the candy tray will automatically stop rotating and the Lego arm will reach down and grab the candy when it senses there is a candy. After that, it will come back up and it will give the candy to the player.
All parts of this robot have been 3D printed. It has been assembled using screws and hex keys and has 30 individual servo motors and are controlled by 2 Arduino boards.
Our students write Python programs to control every joint of the robot. We plan to install the features of speech recognition and artificial intelligence in the future.
旺仔，我在。今天的天气怎么样？
今天香港多云，25至22摄氏度 ，PM 2.5，32。你好，
你能跳舞吗？
This is the Chinese herb garden on the second floor of the Smart Oasis. This place is a combination of nature and technology. On this side are Chinese herbs planted by our organic farming teams. These herbs are used in scientific investigations. This wall is full of pictures of Chinese herbs that we are going to plant. In fact, each of the picture is an AR marker, which links to a video to show more information about the herb. It also links to the big data of Chinese herbs, which was established by our Form 1 and Form 2 students, as well as sister schools in mainland. Let me show you how it works.
There are 2 sets of aquaponics systems. This is one of them. You can see that these fish are at the bottom and the plants are at the top. The fish supply fertilizers to the plants, while the roots of the plants filter the water and feed back fresh water to the fish tank. This is an ecosystem that works on itself.
This is a stack of hydroponic system. The plants here are grown mainly based on pure water and some chemicals. They will then be harvested and sent to 5-star Michelin restaurants for cooking. Besides, it also grows Chinese herbs for scientific investigations by a group of Bolivians who are currently working on a project with a professor in Hong Kong, USD for development of herbal drinks.